The Tommy Show.
Presented by PenFed Credit Union.
Visit PenFed.org to learn about PenFed's great rates on home and auto loans, credit cards, and savings accounts.
PenFed and The Tommy Show. Better together.
Live from D.C., it's The Tommy Show. Broadcasting around the Beltway and beyond. Real fun D.C. Starring Kelly Collis and Tommy McFly. Another hour of The Tommy Show starts now.
And we're so glad you're with us this morning, fam. Welcome to day 748 of 2020. Kelly Collis, I'm glad you're here. How's it going?
No, for real. Give the right day.
It's September 29th.
I mean, the day of quarantine.
Oh, it's 1:30 work from home.
Oh, work from 1:30. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a milestone. Happy International or National Coffee Day as well. Cheers.
That's good stuff. I've already had my dose this morning, so I can't cheers you.
Ton to get to this morning. We'll talk about why you only have one dose coming up. Also, Star Wars back in theaters, doing some big things. You can go finally again to the Washington Monument. DC's hottest club is the Kennedy Center. There's, maybe you've heard, a debate tonight. We've got so much to get to, including on the National Coffee Day thing, Kelly. I made a short film that I would like to show you before it gets, accolades at Cannes.
Oh, right. You wish. But we have to talk a little sports because last night, it's hard to believe, we have a Stanley Cup winner. This is awesome. It's just so great to see. I'm not a Tampa Bay fan, but Tampa Bay Lightning, they won the Stanley Cup for the second time in their history. Of course, no fans were there. Game 6, it was a great series with overtime and lots of drama and great hockey. They won 2-0 and, ended it in game 6. So on to MLB playoffs, which also start today. So it's very nice, hockey ends. Now the baseball begins. And I will tell you, the Astros are playing don't look bored, Tommy. The Astros are playing the Twins.
Okay.
And that's exciting, right? Because the Astros are in the playoffs again.
Yeah, and they're cheaters.
Right? So I warned my friends from Minnesota. I'm like, watch out for those cheaters.
I appreciate you doing that, being like, we beat them, because they say, Kelly, cheaters never win and winners never cheat.
That's true. So I am going to enjoy a little. I don't think I'm going to watch the debates. I'm going to watch baseball. That just seems like a calmer thing to do for me.
That's true. There is a debate tonight. Speaking of cheaters never winning and winners never cheating. The Washingtonian has a bingo card that we can all play along when people say things at the debate tonight, like middle class or post office or China. You put a little thing on there.
RBG.
I wish we had thought about that.
Well, I briefly thought about it, but then I'm like, I got other things to do. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. It is. We were talking about it earlier. It's why the bingo card is nice. We need multiple bingo cards because if we all play the same bingo card, we all get bingo at the same time.
Right. Because in theory, like everyone watching the debates all at once is going to scream bingo, like all Washington all at once.
All right.
So that's how it works.
Or you're watching baseball. Maybe I'll make a baseball bingo card.
Yeah. I'm absolutely going to watch like every minute of the debate tonight, but I don't know if it's going to change anyone's mind on either side.
Right. I feel like if you're watching it for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. Like each side will go and see what they see because the two sides are not going to see the same thing that happens tonight. They're definitely going to see both.
Oh, Tommy, you have little faith in just, the news media and social media of people posting things. Everyone's going to come together. It's going to be amazing.
That's right. I'll join hands and sing kumbaya. That's exactly what's going to happen. My question is though, and I would love to like legit speak to an undecided voter, like a truly undecided voter.
Well, it's funny you say that. I was getting ready for the show and I had your station on the Today Show. NBC had Kate Snow went to Ohio, which apparently is, kind of a big deal because not only is the debate happening there, but it's known for deciding like the past 5 presidents.
Yep.
And there was some swing voters. She found some.
What did they say?
You'll have to go back and look on their on-demand page.
I guess I do. I mean, like, I'm not saying people supporting either candidate. I'm just saying, like, at this point, who's like sitting in the middle? Who's sitting there being like, I really am just not sure.
Yeah. Well, she found them. I mean, she must have a great producer or their line, or I don't know, but she found two of them. Two.
In all of Ohio, she found the two.
Well, I don't know.
They're like, we're here with Pearl and Sally, and let's have it.
Pretty much how it went down.
Huh. Well, if you are an undecided voter, my goodness, I would love to talk to you. And I'm not going to make fun of you. I promise. I really want to understand it.
Yeah, and that would be off air because that's about as far as we're going to get into politics.
That's true. That's true. It'd be an on-demand podcast episode. We could do the whole Kate Snow. Tommy McFly sits down with two undecided voters that he found.
Let's be honest. You're the fun and games department, Tommy. Come on.
Yeah.
Stay on brand.
I guess.
Oh,
I would just like to have a lot of questions. Do you know that I get like big journalist FOMO every time the election happens? It seems like it'd be fun to cover for like a minute. And then I'd be like, you know what? I'm good. Hey, did you hear the Kennedy Center's a nightclub? That's back to my lane.
Right. You're like, ooh. But let's talk about your video skills.
Yeah, so today is National Coffee Day, a national holiday, and we're going to get into that world premiere of my short film in a second. But Kelly, you've got those deals that are happening, right?
Yeah, so to celebrate, you can imagine everybody that sells coffee like Dunkin' is getting involved. Basically, you buy anything at Dunkin' and you get free coffee. Makes sense. On brand.
Yeah.
Also, Starbucks. I didn't realize this. If you love Starbucks, and I know Little Fox loves Starbucks, they launched a whole reality game for the rewards program yesterday to kick off sort of National Coffee Day, and it goes through the end of the month. And I don't know. My daughter is in that rewards program, and she has the app, and she plays around and does all the fun things. Little Fox, you've been warned. Are you involved?
You're muted.
I haven't opened the app yet, but I'm actually going in and opening it right now to take a look.
Yeah. I mean, you love games, you love Starbucks. I feel like those are two of your favorite things. Mm-hmm. Also at Krispy Kreme, everyone gets a free coffee.
Hey, but look at that.
Let's be honest. You don't walk into Krispy Kreme and get a coffee. You're in there for the donuts, and the coffee is just icing.
Yes. Icing on the icing of the donuts.
Yes.
And I dare you to get a box of Krispy Kreme donuts and then have them all make it home. Doesn't happen.
Oh, they're so good.
One or two disappear every time.
Oh, they're so good.
Yep. Also, locally, Dog Tag Bakery, they are offering up free coffee with a $5 purchase, which is awesome today for National Coffee Day because they're, of course, working hard to put transitioning service members through grad school. So, way to go, Dog Tag Bakery. Little Fox, you good on your? Are you on the game? Are you playing? Have you won coffee already?
I haven't seen the game, but I am going to take advantage of the offer today, which is order any handcrafted drink in a grande or larger, and they'll give you a free one for next time.
Oh, so not like two in a row. You get like a ticket for one later.
Yeah, they'll put like a voucher in your account.
Oh. Yeah, it's all about the app, and especially nowadays, like you can order and it's like curbside pickup. It's super easy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome. So this morning, I go through a daily ritual of making my coffee, and I thought for National Coffee Day, why not finally release my short film?
I mean, I can't wait. Let's do it.
It's called National Coffee Day, or coffee, a celebration of life, the undiscovered journey. Now, I will warn you, it may get you emotional, the cinematography and all. And just thinking this through out loud, if you're listening on Alexa or Google Home or the app, you're going to just hear some really great thematic music. So I encourage you to come to our Facebook page later on and watch. Kelly, you can, if you want, you can unmute your microphone and narrate throughout this epic journey that will someday go down with the...
All right, get to it.
We'll go down in the same league as Avatar, I think. Here it goes.
Okay, we're seeing coffee beans. Like, oh my gosh, are you gonna grind them? Oh yeah. It's going into the French press. You missed a very important step.
the crowd goes wild.
I'm really sorry for those that were on the stream that had to hear that. It was an overly dramatic of Tommy making French press. Also, I make French press every morning. You did it wrong.
What'd I do wrong?
You need to put boiling water into the French press before you put the coffee to heat it up. It gets the canister warm, so then it keeps the coffee nice and warm. I would also suggest a metal canister versus a glass one because it stays hot.
You put the water in, then you put the coffee on top of the water?
No, you put the hot boiling water out of like the tea kettle or whatever, let it sit for about 30 seconds, rinse it around, dump it out, and then you put the coffee in. It keeps the canister nice and hot.
Wow, that's an extra level of difficulty. I didn't even know that.
That's your film, and that explains where you were this morning. You were messing around, taking video instead of preparing for the show.
I was, and I want to give a shout out to DC Central Kitchen. They sent me some Santa Lucia coffee, which is a DC company, and we are excited to do some cool stuff with them really soon. So that was cheers. Yeah,
and this is an adorable story. Just real quick, yes, we do work with them every year, and they do a lot of great fundraising events that we're a part of. And as a thank you, they sent you coffee, and they sent me tequila. So who's winning here?
I am. I love it. Are you kidding me? We'll have you can make a short film on International Tequila Day. So there you go. Perfect. Hey, Ida says it was good production and good product placement.
Oh, okay. Good.
The closing, so award winning. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also, want to give a shout out to Summer, who is hitting the phones in Wisconsin for this election. So there you go. Our conversation about that. Look at that. Cheers, people making democracy happen. And coffee. Ooh. Clearly, I've had a lot of coffee this morning.
Good for you.
Yeah. So however you're celebrating, may you have a very special International Coffee Day ahead of you. You want to talk about Star Wars, or you want to talk about Club Kennedy Center?
No, let's talk about Star Wars.
All right.
So this is really cool. So they've re-released Empire Strikes Back. I know it's kind of random. It's in theaters, and it did really well in the box office. This is the world that we're living in. It did over $600,000 in box office sales last weekend.
That sounds lousy.
I know it does sound lousy, and you think about like, it's 2020. Not all movie theaters are open. It was a limited release. People aren't going to the movie theaters, et cetera, et cetera. But I went back to look at other re-releases, including Titanic, which came out a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
$500,000.
That's it?
Yeah. And there's a bunch of others, like including like Ghostbusters were re-released. They think they did like $400,000. So Empire Strikes Back's re-release during a pandemic might be the greatest re-release ever.
Wow.
So just like noodle on that. And that's just so crazy to think about, because I don't even know. I haven't really looked around like what movie theaters are open. Are they all open? Are they doing limited openings? Like, have you gone to a movie theater? Is anyone going to a movie theater? Clearly people are, if it did $600,000 in the opening weekend.
Little Fox, if you can see what movie theaters locally are open, we'll talk about that in a second. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to go to a movie theater right now. I love the movies. I think it's great, and people need to, get their movie theater jobs back working, but I don't really want to sit in a place where people are like laughing or screaming and like eating popcorn and inside, even at like 20%. Like, I'm good.
What about with a face shield?
But then you're like eating popcorn like under your face shield? How does that work?
I would not eat popcorn. If I go to the movie theaters, you just sit there, hands in your lap, face shield on, maybe a baseball cap, and just watch the movie.
I agree. But people want to eat popcorn at movies. That's like a thing. Okay. And that's how movie theaters make their money. They want to sell you snacks. So like you'd have to like under your face shield.
No.
And I hadn't actually even thought about that until there was talk about them opening movie theaters like a month or two ago. And I was listening to actually WTOP in the car, and they talked to one of the officials in Prince George's County, one of the medical officials. And she was on the radio being like, people in a closed room eating and laughing and drinking. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm out now. I was thinking about it, but nope, I'm good. I need a minute on that.
That's true.
Drive-in, like outside movie, that makes sense. Like I would do that, but
Well, yeah. So some of these movies, I didn't do a deep dive to that, but there is obviously revenue being generated by those movies are being re-released because most drive-in movies are like older movies and are starting to show blips on the screen as far as revenue because of all the drive-ins. So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome. And to think like $600,000 doesn't sound like a big amount of money for Star Wars or for any movie, but like, yay!
It's been 40 years, which is why they're re-releasing it, which is just crazy to think about.
Okay, because that was my second question of like why, or were they just like, this is a winner, this is an oldie but a goodie, let's throw it in there.
It's a reboot. It's
Totally.
been modernized for our modern viewing.
Malik is not a coffee person. Got a comment on Facebook about that.
Oh.
Like the fraps, but can't get past the egregious taste of coffee.
That's like
It's a very descriptive word for your dislike of coffee, sir. But it's okay. We can still be friends. We can have different opinions on coffee and still be friends. All right, so let's talk about the club. Let's talk about DC's.
We're talking about the club next, Tommy.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, look at the show plan.
Oh, what the show plan?
We're talking about it next, but I like the tease.
I keep teasing it. Oh, by the way, we sent an email yesterday to our peeps that Friday we're going to announce some big changes around here. It's all good, but there's going to be some changes that are happening. And if you want to learn more about it and you want to learn first about it, we're going to send you a text at 703-782-4519. So text us, comes right to my phone. Kelly gets it to her phone because we have a family plan. And if you go to text 703-782-4519, we will tell you first the big changes, the big exciting changes that are coming to our channel and our little company.
Yeah, it's what we did over the summer break.
That's right. We were very busy plotting and scheming and all the things.
We didn't get to go to summer camp, so this is what we did.
True. Let's talk about, speaking of someone who had an awesome summer and continues to like be crushing it, Kith and Kin chef Kwame Awache is going to be on Top Chef.
That's very awesome. But he was on Top Chef a couple of years ago, right?
Yep. And now he's going to be a judge of it.
Ah, that's really cool.
So he calls it a beautiful full circle moment. This guy is just like killing it. So he's got Kith and Kin in the Wharf. He's also got a book that came out, and then the book is being made into a movie.
He's not at Kith and Kin anymore.
Oh, he's not?
Mm-mm.
Where did he go?
Well, it appears that he's on Bravo's Top Chef.
Well, he doesn't still have Kith and Kin?
Kith and Kin is still open. I believe he left there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was one of those news that happened like right before the pandemic, and it was kind of like there was outrage, and then like we were upset about other things.
Got it. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I haven't been to Kith and Kin since, the pandemic happened. I didn't realize he left there.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that. We're all learning new things together on the show.
See, this is what happens when you make a video about coffee instead of looking at the show plan in the morning.
James Beard Award winner. I'm on his, where does he work now?
Bravo's Top Chef.
Right. He's just like out being awesome. Usually they have like a restaurant. Like chefs will be like, oh, come to my restaurant.
So I read the article on DCS and they're calling him the former chef of Kith and Kin.
Oh, all right. I'm into that.
I mean,
Good
maybe
for him.
little Fox on her list of things can do.
Poor little Fox. Hey, little Fox, I'm going to bring you back in here. I know you're looking for the movie theater. Are they open?
Yeah, there's a couple in Columbia, Tyson's Corner, Arlington, Virginia,
Nice.
Sterling, Virginia. Some of them are showing The Land Before Time.
Oh,
Yeah, so they've got to be showing some old movies because there's not really like new movies out.
I'm seeing Land Before Time. I think I saw Harry Potter 3 in one of them.
huh.
Okay.
Well, as you get a chance, can you see where Kwame Awache works now?
Sure.
Formerly of Kith and Kin. Darlene is heading to vote today in Virginia, and she's listening, but she's not undecided, so I can't talk to her about it. Hashtag not undecided. Recording artist Todd Carey's involved this morning too. Todd, thanks for watching. Thanks for getting involved. We are playing your songs on our Real Fun playlist, as a matter of fact.
Good stuff.
And Carol says that it's the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Thanks, Carol. Oh, One Loudon is driving movies. Malik is still here, even though we don't agree on coffee. Still hanging out. One Loudon opened up drive-through movies.
That's very cool.
Little Fox, if you don't know where Kwame Awache is, that's fine. But just let us know either way.
I haven't found anything yet.
But I like your nails. They're orange and yellow and brown.
Thank you.
Very Halloween-y. I'm going to put you back into your producer room. Let us know if you find out where Kwame Awache is, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
You love having that.
I do. It's like magic. If you're watching the video show, she just goes, boop, here she is. And there she goes. Here she is. And there she goes. Here she is. And there she goes. Poor thing's probably going to get dizzy going back and forth like that. Also big news. The Washington Monument is opening up and tickets start tomorrow. Kelly, you found this while I was making a movie about coffee. So what do you got?
Yeah,
do you
so
know?
the monument has been closed, not because of the pandemic, although it was closed for that too, but like it still had that elevator problem.
Mm-hmm.
But they've now figured everything out. It's supposed to open up on Thursday at 9 a.m. They are doing, of course, all the procedures that you might imagine in this day and time that we live in, but you do have to get tickets in advance. And there's one small change of this. I know you've been up in the monument. I've been up recently, and the tickets do cost. It's a processing fee. It's $1.50 to reserve a time to get that. Typically, in the past, they were free. So that's kind of unfortunate because DC, we love our free museums. But I feel like $1.50 is a nominal amount.
Yeah, it almost like
because I didn't read this, but I'm assuming that when you put some skin in the game, you're actually going to show up for your time versus people just gobbling up free tickets.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know, because they have to have limited people can go in, and
right.
And so if it's free, then you just get them, and you're like, oh, it's free, and I can't make it that day.
I'm back. I was like, that's stupid. $1.50 is so stupid, but that makes a lot of sense.
Is my guess. I'm just speculating here.
Huh.
But tickets tomorrow, 10 a.m. go so tomorrow being September 30th, for it to be opened up October 1st, which is a great thing. I'm excited.
Awesome. And let's take a look too. EarthCam has a camera on top of the Washington Monument. So if you're watching the video feed, I don't know why we don't look at this EarthCam shot every single day. This is amazing. And so it shows the like Lincoln Memorial side. I didn't realize how watery downtown DC was.
Well, you have the whole reflecting pool right in the middle.
Yeah, you got the tidal basin, the reflecting pool, and then what's that pool to the right of the reflecting pool? That's like the Declaration of Independence Signers Pond or something, isn't it? There's like a little island on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, it's like a pond. It's got a little island on it. It's like a thing.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Right there. There's
I
there.
know what you're talking about.
There's like a little place there, and then this island is where like people like sit and read books and stuff.
What?
And oh yeah, it's awesome. Right there, that little island.
What do you mean they read books there?
People like hang out. There's like a bench, and they like read books, and people like do their thing. And then this right around here is where all the ducks poop.
Wow.
So, oops. During the quarantine, I spent a lot of time around the National Mall because Mayor Bowser said that we were allowed to exercise in our neighborhood, and I lived near the mall, so I was like, "This is my neighborhood."
Oh,
and that's where I was exercising.
You spent time reading books in that little island that you're.
No, I saw people do it, and I was like, "That seems like something fun to do at some point."
Read books.
They do. Like I see people there reading and doing yoga and all the things. It's like a little island. I know it has like a distinction though. I think it's the Declaration of Independence Signers Island because there's like a little there's like a little bridge right across it.
Huh. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Fine. I'll write that on my list of things to research later on today too, and I'll get back to you with it.
Poor little Fox. Should we bring her back in to see if we have an update on Kwame?
I'm not going to make little Fox find that one out. I feel like she's like, you get 2 a day, buddy. Have you found out where Kwame Awache works? Yeah.
Everything that I'm seeing has said that wherever he's going to end up, it's going to be in some sort of ownership position.
Mm-hmm. As it should be.
Nothing specific about where that might be.
Okay. But he is the former chef of Kith and Kin.
Yes.
And he is going to Top Chef. So we got a couple facts right.
Huh. Well, so Chef Paula Velez, who we had on after the Rammies, the pastry chef, she was the pastry chef of Kith and Kin, and now she's gone from Kith and Kin.
Mm-hmm.
She's over at Compass Rose and Medan. Who's cooking at Kith and Kin?
I don't know. We'll have to get to the bottom of it. Don't worry, little fox. We'll handle that one.
Yeah, no worries. But if you can figure out who owns that island, I mean, we own it, like America owns it. But like who it's like named for or whatever, that'd be great.
I'm working on it.
All right, thanks. We'll figure that out. We're gonna take a quick break. Also coming up, I got presidential pop quizzed last night, and I'm gonna just say it didn't go well, but I want to see how you do with this too, Kelly. And you know, little fox, I'm gonna bring you in on this too. Don't Google any presidents, but we're gonna do a presidential pop quiz coming up in just a few minutes. Also, we're gonna finally talk about the Kennedy Center being the hottest club in DC.
You're a mess.
And don't forget, Friday, that big announcement. But if you want to find out earlier what the heck is happening around here, text us 703-782-4519. We'll be right back.
Restaurants across the region are going above and beyond to ensure you have a safe and enjoyable dining experience. Whether it's indoor, outdoor, curbside pickup, or delivery, we care deeply about your experience here or in your homes. While dining may look and feel different today, food still brings us all together. We're here for you. Thank you for trusting us and standing by us.